process for people in intelligence. And I know we'll talk about that, but why do you think you were selected for the CIA?
A CIA psychiatrist once told me that the CIA actively seeks to hire people who have sociopathic tendencies, not sociopaths, because sociopaths have no conscience. And while they can blow right through a polygraph exam, they are impossible to control. People who have sociopathic tendencies do have a conscience. They do react in a polygraph, but they're willing to work in legal, moral, and ethical gray areas. And as an example, when I was going through the interview process, there were 2 other men and a woman in my little group. And the instructor said, let's say you're a CIA officer undercover overseas. You get a cable from headquarters saying, we really, really need the latest Indonesian economic figures. You call the Indonesian economic officer, you invite him to lunch, you have a great time, you invite him to lunch again, you have an even better time, you take him to dinner, you get together with your wives over dinner, the kids begin playing together, the wives become friends, but 6 months into this, you realize this guy's not recruitable. He doesn't have any vulnerabilities that you can latch onto. So what do? Because headquarters really needs those numbers. So one guy raises his hand and he says, you double down and you work on him another 6 months and maybe something will come up. And the woman raises her hand and she says, maybe you work it through the wives. Maybe your wife can convince his wife to convince him to give you the numbers. And I'm like, what? I raised my hand. I said, you break into the Indonesian embassy and you steal it. And he says, that's exactly what you do. You break into the Indonesian embassy and you steal it. A normal person, rather, isn't going to break into a foreign embassy and steal classified documents. I would, but that's what a sociopathic tendency is. So I think that was one thing that they saw.